All right, welcome back. You tuned in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. You're listening to Lab Certified. We back for segment 3 with Biar, Deng, Ethan Anderson. So, fellas, I kind of wanted to talk to you again. Let's get back on the basketball court side of it and talk about some of the differences within the game that y'all have experienced when you're here. I know we kind of talked about the physicalness and how the refs let a little bit more of the play go here. Kind of talk about the gameplay side of it, what y'all see as the differences in compared to how y'all play in Australia to what they let go here.
I'll say it's a lot more physical here, especially like playing defense. Like a lot of hand checking and all that. They can grab your jersey, grab your player's jersey. Refs don't really call it, but the second like you touch someone in Australia, they call foul straight away.
Yeah, like same thing. Like, I'm able to play way more physical defense. Like, if I even chest bump someone in Australia, they'll probably call like a blocking foul. But here it's like way more physical. You can play a lot more aggressive and harder.
Yeah, and now don't get me wrong. Me as the coach, I'm always yelling for refs to call the foul and all of those things. But one thing I noticed the first game y'all both played, some of y'all were you were looking around like, man, call the foul, and I'm like, dude, they let a lot of that go here. So that's an easy adjustment. Just be prepared to play a little more physical, and when the refs don't call it, just don't be looking crazy. Just go down and hack the same way on the other end when we're on defense. Some other adjustments within the game. We kind of talked about the ball a little bit, but there's some rule differences. I know in international ball, there's some rules where you can kind of mess with the ball when it's up on the rim. You can kind of, if it's up on the rim, you can slam it in while it's up there. You can block it away if it's on the rim. We have the 5-second count over here, because in high school we don't use the shot clock, which y'all do even at an early age. How are the rules affecting how you adjust to the game? Has it been easy, no problem, or is some things you got to think about while you playing?
Oh, well, one thing is that when you inbound the ball, you're allowed to go in the backcourt. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that in Australia. So I saw someone do it. I was like, hey, backcourt, and it was like, nah, it's just not the rule.
Yeah. So that's so if you're inbounding it, what, on the sideline or the baseline?
If you're on your side of the court,
yeah,
you can't forward backcourt
at all.
No, it'll be a backcourt because you've already came over.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's I didn't think about that, but that's good to know as well. You notice anything else, BR?
With the inbound, 10 seconds to get off the court. In Australia, it's normally 8. Like when you're playing defense here, it feels like you've been playing defense for a while, since like 10 seconds. I'm used to 8.
Yeah. So y'all play 8-second count to get the ball up the court. It's got to be up by 8, similar to what they do in the NBA.
Yeah.
Right. Do you notice a difference playing with the shot clock? Now I know we've played a couple games with the shot clock just because the teams we were playing, use it, but it's not a rule here in the U.S. that all high school players need to play with the shot clock. Is that a difference?
Yeah, for sure. We always had a 24-second, so you had to get through your play, get it done by 24. But even when we did have the shot clock, it was like a 30-second shot clock.
Yeah.
Like the play's hitting is going forever.
Yeah. And that's part of the thing that makes it. I don't really want to bang on our kids here in the U.S., but the way the rest of the world plays basketball shows why some of the best players even the NBA are international players, because they're learning how to play the right way at such an early age, that using the shot clock, where now you can't dribble around all day and dance with the ball. You got to get a good play, a good shot up in a certain amount of time. It's making you think the game way better, way easier, as opposed to not having those restrictions, and you can just do whatever as long as you want. So I agree that part of the reason why I like bringing the Aussies over and the other international players is y'all are just so much smarter when it comes to basketball IQ, because you've been playing the right way for so long. Do y'all see those type of differences, even just the way y'all play versus how we play here.
Yeah. In games as well. The time it feels a lot shorter playing here since only 8-minute quarters, and over there was 10, so the games were a lot shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Something I noticed, like just a game I played yesterday for regional, like people don't box out, so coaches kept telling me, crash, get in. But I kept boxing my guy out to the 3-point line because that's what I'm used to doing.
Yeah.
Because normally everyone has to box out and then the ball will just be in front of you.
Yeah.
But they just saying crash. And I'm like, I'm so used to just boxing out that I wasn't getting bored because I'm just trying to box out my guy. But then when other people don't box out, they get the board. So
Yeah.
it's different.
And the basic fundamentals, you know, I think y'all learn them earlier and are adjusted to that. So I really think we need to emphasize here in the U.S. the basic fundamentals of how to play the game the right way, because there's so much value in those things that they get overlooked here, and guys live off talent and athleticism when you really need to focus on those basic fundamentals. Just boxing out is a big thing, and y'all are seeing it. That y'all, I was watching that game yesterday. Y'all gave up so many offensive rebounds just from not boxing out, you know. So the last difference I wanted to kind of discuss is the 3-point line, right? We use the high school 3-point line, obviously, and the only line y'all use is the international 3-point line, which is considerably further than the high school line. I mean, it's not 10 feet further, but it's back, right? So what have y'all noticed shooting the ball here as opposed to the extra, I think it's 15, 16 inches further back when y'all use your 3-point line?
Yeah, I remember coming here, shooting my first jump shot, 3-pointer. It felt like a midi. I was looking at it, like the 3-point line is like connected to the free throw line, sort of. So yeah, it felt a lot closer than back in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to it still. Like I can't shoot to save my life at the moment from 3, like catch and shoot, because I'm so used to getting reps further away. I just like shoot and fire every time.
Yeah. I noticed your first 3 that you shot in game, you kind of air melded over the rim. You know, so another adjustment that you got to get used to. Fellas, I really appreciate you guys being in studio today. I'd love to have you back a little later in the season and discuss a little more with you. You know, Ethan Anderson, Biar Deng, you tune in to Lab Certified. Tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Until next week, we'll be right back. We out.